Good day, my friends, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. My name's Chris, and I'm the Batman statue collector, and welcome back to one of my world-famous Carside chats. Not really world-famous, but anyway, welcome back to another chat where we talk about collecting, we talk about stuff that's in my brain, in my noggin, and today I want to talk about, actually I kind of wanted to start by saying, recently I did a video on what it's going to take to get you back in the hobby. Because obviously times are a little tough right now, prices, shipping, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we talk about it ad nauseum. I'm sorry, guys, I talk about it all the time. I'm sure you're like, Chris, just freaking talk about anything else. Okay. So anyway, I was thinking about that video and thinking about specifically like reward points, like loyalty points. A lot of companies offer loyalty, okay? It is a way to thank the customer and to kind of get them hooked, right? Because if we give you something, if we give you some money, then maybe you'll use that money then to buy something more from us. It's smart business, okay? And so I started thinking about, what could companies do that does even more than that, okay? So we can break down the companies themselves. Obviously, a company like Sideshow Collectibles, if you're not familiar with loyalty points or reward points, basically let's say that you go to Sideshow, okay? You buy something, they give you reward points. Those reward points are worth a certain dollar amount. Now that could change over time depending on when you're watching this, but I have used a tremendous amount of reward points because I buy stuff all the time, and then I use that like a recent, what was it? My Poison Ivy premium format from Sideshow. I had like $700 in reward points. So I think I paid like $30 shipping for her. And that's it. Because I basically got the statue for free. So the more you buy, the more reward points you get back. Okay? It's a phenomenal deal, right? It's a no-brainer just to keep doing that. Now, there are some caveats to that where you have like a year to use the points, where in the old days you didn't have to do that, but certain companies now you do have a certain amount of time, so keep checking that. The website's very transparent, lets you know how much time you have left, that sort of thing. But Sideshow does a great job with their loyalty program, their reward points. Then of course you have somebody like Prime One, very similar program. You have loyalty programs just like retailers as well. Sometimes they have a loyalty program where you get either a discount or reward points. So that's really great. Like if you go to those retailers and use code BSC, sometimes that'll give you a code off too. So that's great, or a percentage off. So again, from top to bottom, you can find good deals and you can find good rewards. A company like PCS this last year in 2023 unveiled a new program, kind of like this loyalty program where they're like, you get like a coin that's made of like real silver, and there's different value tiers to that, and different things that you could get back, different discounts, different royalty reward points. So a lot of companies are doing a lot to try to make the hobby fun again. I think of like Tweeterhead coming out with all of these third scale busts. They make them very collectible at a good price. And I think that, number one, to get the customers back again is obviously the price point. If they can keep the price point low, kind of go backwards in time, which again, I don't know is going to happen or not. But at the same time, like, what could companies do to sweeten the pot, so to speak? Okay, so it just got me thinking about maybe what they could do. Could they just simply increase the amount they give you back? We have to remember that a statue company is a business, right? I know for a fact that when a company makes a prototype, it's very, very expensive. Tens of thousands of dollars to make a prototype, get it printed, painted, whatever. So of course, they have to make a profit. They have to offset that with a profit. Now, of course, is there markup? Yes. Is there all that stuff? Yes. Is there ways for me, in my opinion, to cut corners? We don't need the art box if that increases the cost. Just little things like that. I think there are things that they could do, to still make a good profit, but give it back to the customer, give the value back to the customer. But yes, I think just increasing the rewards points would be awesome, right? Again, it gets you hooked, because then you see that in your account and you're like, I got $100 sitting in my account that's free money. I want to buy from them again. Again, smart business. It keeps you coming back, right? So I think that would be a simple way to do it. Maybe other perks of getting people in with a easy for me to say, loyalty program. I keep wanting to say royalty. I don't know why. Loyalty. But if you maybe offer something that you get, let's say that you buy a statue and maybe you get an exclusive head if you're a loyalty member, again, just something to sweeten the pot, to entice it. Maybe you get a nameplate, or maybe it comes with a CGC, or just there's things that I think that maybe companies could do. And again, maybe cost wise it's not effective. I'm just thinking outside the box here, because again, more than anything, I don't want to see this hobby fail. I want to see it keep going. And I do worry about, because I do see people dropping out. I do see the prices just again, for the last 7 years that I've been doing this channel, the prices continue to be absurd. But people keep buying, to an extent, just not as many. My pre-order list for next year is very small. I just don't know if there's as much coming out. There's not as much that interests me. But again, I was just thinking, like, could the royalty, good Lord, loyalty. I gotta take a drink of my beverage. All right, a little coffee going this morning. But I just was trying to think of, like, what could companies do to make it better? Because I already think they do a lot of great things, but could they do more? Sure. But I know a lot of companies are hurting too. There's companies that are folding. So are they going to be the ones that do, these loyalty points? Probably not. So the ones that are going to survive are those well-established companies. But also, if we continue to support them, they'll be around for a long time. But hopefully, they continue to support us too, and give us those good deals. And I think there's a lot of companies, again, like I mentioned, PCS, that are trying to do things outside the box that are different. And it might appeal to some of you, might appeal to none of you, but at least they're trying, right? At least they're trying. So I want to turn over to you. What would it take to make it even more enticing to you, loyalty point wise? Okay, reward point wise. Not necessarily the dollar amount or the shipping and all that stuff. We covered that in the other video. But what specifically could a company do? Maybe give them some ideas. Again, think of it as a business though. Don't just think of it as a consumer. Think of it as a business also, like what they could possibly give us that's realistic. Maybe they'll read it. Maybe they'll read your comment. I know sometimes they watch these videos. They tell me. So leave your comment. Hopefully they'll see it. If you have a good idea, leave it. Let me know. Anyway, again, just me rambling today. We haven't solved any problems here today, but maybe we could solve a few. Maybe we could get a couple people back in the hobby because of something that a company does. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear it. I'd love to read your comments. Again, I just want to take a second to thank each and every one of you for continuing to come back to these videos, support these videos day after day after day. I cannot begin to tell you how just humbling that is. Again, I've been doing this 7 years on YouTube. I can't believe it's been seven freaking years. But I'm so glad to be here with you guys. I'm so glad to be part of this community, for good or bad. Some of you love me, some of you hate me, but thank you for still, regardless of that, still coming back to listen to what I have to say. So, love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to your neighbors. Take a mental health day if you need it. And thanks for being part of the hobby. See you in the back cave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.